Hello, beautiful friends. Heather here. This transmission is an activation for accelerating your ascension. Activation for accelerating your ascension. This is so big. This is so big. There really is a lot to cover on this, so I'm just going to get on with it. And there's probably going to be a lot of little light language throughout it. So stick with the whole transmission, please. Please read the description. And also, Spirit is recommending to take out a pen and paper and write down whatever resonates, because I'm going to be using a lot of keywords and I'm covering a lot of different aspects of how we can accelerate our ascension process. So let's start with the fact that a lot of people are like, what's up with the ascension process? When's it going to speed up? Hate to break it to you, but that's up to you. You've got to do your work. You know, we each are raising our frequency, but we are also a collective. So we each have to do our work and do these things. So that's what this transmission's all about. So if you're waiting for like the ascension process to hurry up, it's time to step into your power and start doing your divine work, because you got this. You got this. Your soul knew all about all this. Your higher self is like, oh, I'm right here. And your team of guides and angels and everybody, they're all right here. And they're like, oh yeah, we're ready. We're just waiting for you to ask and set your intentions. Which brings me to one of the most important things with accelerating our ascension process is by intention. And that means, you know, we can set daily intentions. I do it every morning and every night and on throughout the whole day. So I'll set intentions like, I intend to accelerate my ascension process. I intend to embody my highest divine frequency. I intend to be guided to the right people to connect with. I intend to meet my soul tribe. I intend to be shown the foods that'll serve me most. Yeah, like intentions all day long. Even at night, I set intentions. I intend to be brought to a light ship, you know, for healing and recalibration, or whatever it is, you know. I intend healing on my body tonight. When I'm brushing my teeth, I talk to my cells and I intend for my teeth and my gums to create healthy new cells. Intention, 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 intention. I really can't stress that enough. That's the biggest one, is intention. Set intentions on everything. You can set intentions on your water. Put your hand over your water. You can just look at your water and say, I intend healing. I intend divine light. I intend the highest divine frequencies with this water. Whatever it is, I intend this water to hold red light to heal my back. Whatever it is, I mean, I'm not saying the red light is for you and your back. So you'll have to check in with your teams and ask what light you need for whatever healing you're calling forth. But intentions, intention, intention, intention. Can't stress that one enough. Another huge one is the I am statement. This will really accelerate your ascension process, is when you start checking in on your I am statements. Because let's face it, in the past we'd be like, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm mad, or I'm whatever, I'm fat, whatever. No, we're not doing that anymore. We're just not doing that anymore. That's the old paradigm. That was a trick, and we were all doing it. So you're not alone. Have compassion for yourself. But the I am statement is one of the most powerful statements you can make. When you're saying I am blank, you're creating with our creator, with source. It's one of the most powerful statements, the I am statement. So you can say things like, I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. Okay, that's a big one. But just anything. I'm happy. If you are feeling tired, you can say, my body feels tired. My body feels hungry. But I would recommend staying away from saying I am with anything that is not of your highest divine timeline. You can say, I am on my highest divine timeline. I am embodying my highest divine frequency. I am of service to others. You claim these things and then you start creating them. You step into your power. I am accelerating my ascension. Okay, so the I am statement. So we just need to let go of the past, because that was the past. And now with the time, that was the 3D, let's say that's the 3D paradigm, which is still part of our field. We still experienced all that, but that we're not creating in that realm anymore. So we need to be very aware that the I am statement is so powerful, and to just check ourselves on that. And I still have to check myself on that all the time. Remember, I'm just like you. I'm going through this process as well. So there's a bunch of things, and I'm going to keep going through. Another big one that will help with the ascension process is removing clutter. Removing clutter. And the key to removing clutter, because I've been on this path since like the day I woke up, it's unbelievable how much clutter I had. And I always prided myself on being very organized and not having a lot of clutter. And boy, oh boy. So anyway, my teams came to me recently and we were talking about how, you know, they're stoked. I'm getting rid of so many things that no longer serve me. Great. And they chimed in and said, we want you to thank your things more. You know, like I was getting away from that. So we want to really make sure that when we're getting rid of things that we thank them. They served us. We loved them. That's why we bought them. That's why we acquired them and had them in our space, because they were serving us. So no matter what it is, when we're getting rid of it, just say thank you. You know, thank you, and thanks. You know, thanks for being there for me. And you know, you're gonna serve the Goodwill or whoever you give your stuff away to. You know, it'll serve somebody else if it's not serving you anymore. So thank your things when you're getting rid of them. And if you're not sure when you're going through, let's say you're going through the garage or the closet or whatever it is, you can hold it in your hand and ask, does this bring me joy? Is this serving me? And sit with it. Check your vibration. How does that make you feel? Because this is all about feeling. Right? We're really moving into feeling, into the vibrations. That's how we're doing things these days. So when you're removing clutter, check in with yourself. Is it serving you? Does it bring you joy? And if it doesn't, thank it. And it's off and on its way to somebody else where it will serve. So that's just, again, these are all just recommendations, but these are things that have helped me to accelerate my ascension and are helping others to accelerate their ascension. So what else do I have? Positive thoughts, big time. And my teams keep coming to me with this because I'm creating a lot of things over here. And they always keep chiming in and saying, nope, stay with the positive thoughts. Because in the past, we'd be like, okay, I want a house. And we would do a pro and con list. You've all heard of that, the pro and con list. Well, I want it to have this and I don't want it to have this. We no longer do the con list. We don't need any of that. We only focus on what it is we want to create. How does it go? Energy flows where thoughts go. And we're master manifestors. The energy's moving so fast. We don't have time and space to think about the things that we don't want. We only think about the things that we do want. So that's a huge one. Oire me que te sotoira más atas. E que te sotoi que tar más atas. They were like anchoring codes of things that we just talked about. Oire me que te sotoira que tar más atas. E que te sotoi que te oye matatas. Eketea satoi ketara masatas. Eketea satoi kete ore masatas. Eketea satoi ketara masatas. Okay, positive thoughts. That was the last one. Journaling is big. And this isn't for everybody, right? But journaling, and this can show up in different ways. Journal about the things that you want to create. Journal about your I am statements. Journal about your intentions. One of the big ones for me lately is journaling about my dreams. I am learning so much through my dreams. I've called it forth because I want an accelerated ascension process. You guys know how jazzed I am about this. So I've called this forth. So at nighttime, I'm getting all kinds of dreams, and they're teaching me things about, you know, past choices that I made and different aspects of my life and just everything involved. So I journal about it, and then I reflect back on the dreams, and then I learn lessons. I pull the lessons out of it and the strengths out of all these dreams that they're giving me. It's super divine. So journaling can be, you know, we can use that in so many different ways as far as accelerating our ascension. And so that's just just another little tip that Spirit and I, we created a list, obviously, because there are so many things to accelerate our ascension. So big time. This is big. Releasing limitation. The 3D paradigm that we're moving out of was all about limitations, limiting beliefs, limitations. We all had it. We were all there. That's where we're coming from. And we're moving into the 5th dimension, which is limitless. It's unlimited pure potentiality. Unlimited pure potentiality is what we're moving into. An I am statement. I am unlimited pure potentiality. I intend to be unlimited pure potentiality. I choose to release limitations. Those are intentions. Those are things. So, so there's that. And again, energy flows where attention goes. So we want to keep our thoughts the most positive as possible. When these old limiting things pop up, boom, zap it. No big deal. Don't beat yourself up over it. You're human. And you're going through a profound change. Oh, this is another thing. This is why this is coming up. Because of journaling. Because they keep saying that you guys don't feel like you're coming far enough. This is why you wanted this video. Because I work with your higher selves. And so you guys have come very, 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 very far. So journal. You can journal these things. You can be like, okay, what were the things I was struggling with 6 months ago? And we don't want to focus on these things, but this is just to give you an idea of how far you've come. So you can, you know, well, I was struggling with this, this, and this, or you reword it so it's positive, okay? So, and then you'd be like, well, I've released that. I cleaned out my closet. I'm now paying my own bill for whatever, and I've decided to move. Boom. Look how far you've come. Those are just examples. So, but you can journal about those kinds of things, like about how far you've come. So to release any of that old negative, like, oh, that internal dialogue, that's another big one. Catching your internal dialogue. What are you telling yourself in your head? You know, what are you saying to your body? Are you saying, oh, I'm fat, or this or that? Again, that's an I am statement. We don't want to say that. Then you're creating that. No, we're not doing that anymore. So listen to our internal dialogue, because that's huge. And just catch yourself, because we're all moving from that space where we were having these internal conversations that weren't serving us. And we're moving out of that space. So just be compassionate with yourself. It's all amazing, and you've come so very far. I'm all excited over here. They're like, ground, ground, ground. Okay. Oh, this is a big one that I did, and I still do. I left notes for myself. So the places that I would go into, like, internal dialogue would be like in the bathroom, right? So on my mirror in the bathroom, it started with like Post-it notes, and I would put totally awesome I am statements, like I am expanding, I am divine light, and I'd put those on my mirror. So if I'm brushing my teeth, instead of going through old weird, they're not weird, old thought patterns that no longer serve us, then I would look up and say, oh, I am expanding. Oh, I'm accelerating my process. You know what I mean? So you can put Post-it notes everywhere. And another good one even is dry erase markers. Now I've used them all, so the blue one works the best. But you write with dry erase markers on the mirror, and you can write notes that way. Just a suggestion, do what resonates. Even like if you're sitting on the toilet and that seems to be one of the places where your mind wanders and you go into these, down these roads that maybe aren't serving you anymore. I had Post-its on the wall right across from the toilet. So if you're sitting on the toilet, you can look at the Post-its and switch your train of thought to I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. Or whatever the statements are that are going to serve you most. You can even just put on there, think positive thoughts, and then let your imagination go with it. You know what I mean? Okay, so the notes. This is a big one too. Ask. Your guides and angels and your teams of the unseen are all around you. So ask. Ask for synchronicities. Ask for upgrades. Ask to anchor your codes. Ask for these things. You ask and you shall receive. I remember when I was a kid, my mom was like, be careful what you wish for. Yeah. So make sure we're asking for what we want, and that again comes back to the self-talk. Make sure we're saying things that are of service to us and are in alignment with us accelerating our ascension process. What else did I write down? To slow down our breath. Yep, this is huge. And we all got away from breathing properly. There are so many different breathing techniques out there. I work with my teams for myself with mine. So they've given me the one where I put my hand on my heart and one on my gut. And I breathe, engaging my diaphragm. We've gotten away from engaging our diaphragm. And I do these deep breathing and then out. In through my nose with my tongue on the roof of my mouth and then out. Sometimes I sigh when I'm releasing and I set intentions that I'm releasing the densities that no longer serve me. That kind of thing. So that's one of them. You can do the infinity breath and it crosses at your heart space. Pausing in your breath when you get to the top, just take a moment and pause. And then when you release, pause. Those pauses are infinite pure potentiality. That's when you're in the 0 point field, the field of neutrality, the field of pure potentiality. So those pauses are like the infinite. So all kinds of breathing. So I guess the amount of times that we breathe per minute, and I don't know the stats, you can Google it, I'm sure. But it's way above what we should be. And when we slow down our breath, we get to a space where we will not be creating disease and things like that. Because this rapid breathing shallow rapid breathing that we all got into and are used to doing, because nobody taught us any better, and that's okay because we're learning and remembering now. But that shallow breathing literally creates disease. That shallow breathing is fight or flight mode. We're getting out of fight or flight mode. There's going to be a transmission coming on that soon. Spirit already, we've already started talking about that. But because we want to get into rest and digest mode. And you can add words to that, rest and repair and digest mode. But the fight or flight's got to go. And that's that rapid breathing, rapid shallow breathing is fight or flight. Fight or flight creates disease. We're moving into harmony, oneness, so we're slowing down the breath, and we're into rest and digest mode, rest and repair. Oire, me ketea sotoe, mototoe satas, eketea sotoe, ketera mosotoe, ketara masatas, eketea sotoe, ketara masatas. Okay, this is a quick breath activation and releasing the fight or flight. Oire me eketea sotoi ketara masatas, eketea sotoi ketara masatas, eketea sotoi ketara masatas, ete otoi ete toi te toi te oyomoe hamasatas, eketea satas, eketea sotoi ketara masatas. Okay, back to accelerating our ascension. I'm gonna glance at my notes real quick because I feel like we're going into the big activation right now. So I'm just going to quickly review these intentions, I am statements, removing the clutter and thanking your things, staying with positive thoughts, journaling, releasing limitations, releasing the have-tos. Oh, I have to do that. Technically, we don't have to do anything. We're in free will over here. So ask yourself, you know, is this on my highest divine timeline? Is, you know, those kinds of things. Because you don't have to do anything. You don't have to go to that party. You don't have to even keep the job you have. You know, I mean, I'm not saying go just quit your job because all of a sudden you're like, I'm just going to be 5D. You know, I mean, you got to be reasonable. But you can set the intention to be aligned with a better job that serves you more and that will allow you to be of greater service to yourself and humanity. And then call these things forth because your teams are right there. So release the have-tos. Step into your pure potentiality. Attention goes where energy flows. Writing notes around the house, wherever that is. I even have notes in my refrigerator. It's like bless everything. Because I bless everything. Why not? You know? Also, that comes back to like blessing your water and intentions on your water. Intend for the water coming out of your shower to be divine light. Choose to anchor your codes. Even when you're out walking in your backyard or on your balcony, or if you can go out and have a hike or wherever around the neighborhood, choose when you go out, be like, just talk to your teams, talk to your body and say, I choose to anchor my codes. The light is everywhere. You know, you don't have to be in a forest to get light. Okay, about the positive thoughts. They're chiming in about the positive thoughts real quick. And if you find yourself going down a road of, you know, maybe not so favorable thoughts and lower vibrational thoughts, pick a favorite thing. Like the beach or whatever your favorite thing is, the river, the cottage, whatever it is, swinging on a swing, singing, dancing, whatever that is. And you can set the intention that when I start to go into negative thoughts, I want to switch to my happy place or my happy thing. So you can just switch it right up, because the minute you choose to switch that, you're raising your vibration right there, this is what Ascension is raising your vibration. So this transmission is all about accelerating your ascension. This is all about accelerating your vibration. So that's what we're doing here. Slow your breath, listen to your body and your intuition and your guidance. This is huge too, because sometimes, you know, people are like, well, in order to, you know, we set limits on everything. We just do. That's where we're coming from. So we set limits on all these things, and we just want to get away from that. So one day you might be like, I'm really, really hungry. Today's a food day. I'm hungry for food. Listen to your body. That's the day you eat a lot of food. And the next day, you know, you might not be that hungry, but you might be like, I need to drink 7,000 gallons of water today. You know, but like, just listen to your body. Like, some days you're going to be called to rest, and you're going to be like, I need to rest. And your body's just going through major DNA upgrade. And then the next day it's going to be like, I need to go on a big hike, or I need to go whatever, rollerblade or whatever. So just listen to whatever's arising for you. That's going to help you accelerate your ascension, because your body is going through profound changes. And with these profound changes, sometimes it needs other things more, you know, or less, or this or that. And we're becoming more familiar with the frequencies that our body is calling for. So by listening, we become more in tune with all this, which eventually accelerates our ascension. Yay! Is there anything else here? Oh, release the 3D timelines. This is a good one. I had a friend channel this for me, and he has never channeled before. And one day he's like, they're saying to release the 3D timelines and something else. And he's never channeled before. And I was like, have you ever channeled? He's like, no. But fun things happen when you're around Heather. So releasing the 3D timelines, and just feel into this because it's a big one. The 3D timelines, that's like the news, like it's going to be broad about this, but like the news, like we'll say mainstream news, that's anchoring people into the 3D timelines because they want you to believe certain things. They want you to feel certain things. And if your attention is going there, your energy is going there, and you're going to lock into those frequencies. So that would be one way to release the 3D timelines. By just creating differently, by setting the intentions in the morning, by doing breathing exercises, by slowly stepping into these changes, you're releasing the 3D timelines. But that can be an intention. And that's how it started with me. When Spirit came through and gave me that message, then I put that as an intention, post-it note on the bathroom mirror. My intentions are to release the 3D timelines. And as I intend these things, then things start showing up in my world that allow me the space to make these changes to release the 3D timelines. So what that meant for me 3 months ago means something completely different to me now, which is another thing. Like when we're like, oh, I haven't come very far, I'm not doing good enough. I am statements, first of all, but second of all, journal about it. Where were you? See, like just me saying that was like, wow, you know what releasing the 3D timelines meant to me months ago is completely different now. Like, wow, I've come pretty far. I'm accelerating my ascension process. Great I am statement. All right, you guys, let's do some light language. This is amazing. Please revisit this transmission whenever you feel called. And again, this is another thing, Spirit keeps coming in because we are so excited about accelerating our ascension. And I did this myself. In the very beginning, I was watching light language back to back to back to back to back. We're very excited that we want to ascend, yes. But when we watch light language like that, back to back to back to back to back, it turns into light chaos within the body. So we really want to honor our codes that we're receiving and allow them to integrate. So it's not, you would think, oh, I'm getting so many codes. Well, it's actually, when you have all those codes in there, then they're less effective because there's a format to the codes that you're receiving from each and every transmission. Then you put all of them together and then they're overlapping and it's like all the wires are getting crossed, you know? So really, to accelerate your ascension, it's important to honor the codes you're receiving and allow time for the codes to integrate. So that's a big one. So I love you so very much. And we're going to do the light language transmission. Please be sure to read the description. Always good stuff in there. Again, free will, do as you please, but it's an activation in itself. And if you're looking to accelerate your ascension process, I highly recommend reading the description. Also, selenite necklaces for sale. I do the long ball and chain, or I do the black satin necklace, the shorter black satin. Those are $30, or just the charm that I create. Those are $25. And I have heard from some of my customers that they're having like really cool connections to my light language videos now that when they wear their necklaces when they're watching my videos. So that's really, really cool. So keep me posted on that. All that information is in the description. My email is in there. Appointments are available. Yeah, so let's open up our heart space. Call in the light. Choose to anchor your codes. Intend, intend, intend. I love you so very much. Here it comes, guys. Oye me que te so tu era masata se que te roe te lo homo I se te que tar masata e no e mo ngene no e mana e mai ne na e mo tate asata e que te so tu e mo to asata se que te ro mo te que te ro que te to ta se que te ro te asata e que te so tu era me que te so tu era que tar masata Hey, oya moye ne moye moye ne na 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 na. Eketea satoe ketara masatas. Eketea satoe ketara masatas. Eketea satoe ketara masatas. Mother Gaia is chiming in. To connect with Mother Gaia, set the intention to connect with Mother Gaia, to anchor your light, anchor your cord into Mother Gaia, and anchor your light into Mother Gaia, because that is going to accelerate everyone's ascension. As her vibration raises, so do all of ours. And she is here to help us transmute energies that are no longer serving. Oira me ketea sotoira masatas, eketea reketea roetetea satas. Oya matatas eketea sotoira katas. She's saying, I love you, dear ones. Oh, I love that. Oira me ketea sotoira masatas, eketea oya mete sotoira satas, eketea sotoira masatas, eketea oya moingene noya sataya matatas, eketea sotoira. Ella me te oya ma satas e que te sotoe que te moe que te sotoe que tar masatas e que te sotoe que tar masatas e que te he mo tatas e que te sotoe masatas e que te sotoe que tar masatas e que te sotoe que tar masatas. It's a beautiful breeze coming through. Ora moe que te satoe satas, e que te satoe que te lahama satas, e que te satoe rama satas, e que te rototoe lahama satas. Oya me que te. Oh my gosh, okay, so we're receiving big blessings right now. Big blessings right now. Ekete sotoe ramasatas, ekete oye ekete sotoe ramasatas, ekete sotoe ketara masatas. We've got all the archangels are with us, the whole collective. Oye me ekete sotoe ketara masatas. Oye ma satas, ekete roye ekete satas. Oye moe he ahama ahaha ha ha. There's so much big light here. This is a huge activation. They're saying lots of water, integrate your codes, be compassionate with your body. Ekete sotoe rama asata ekete roye metete lehemo atata se he mo ie mo ayaya amatas. We're always with you, dear ones. Ore mete se te toya masatas, e que te so toera masatas. Oh, wow. Whew. I have so much love rushing through me right now. Whew, I barely know what to do with myself. Oh my. Thank you all for holding space. They just honored me. Like, that was so cool. That was so cool. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so very much. I love you so very much. We're doing this. You're doing this. You got this. This is so amazing, you guys. Keep up the good work. You got this. We're doing it. This is amazing. Oh, thank you for holding space. That was so much light. Wow. All right. Well, bye for now. Blessings to you and your family and your friends. And I'll see you soon. Keep up the good work. I love you guys. Accelerate this ascension process. Yay! I love you. Bye for now.